Good afternoon, friends, followers, channel members. Hope you're doing well. Well, we're back in Manchester. We're back on stand for hydraulics have been fixed. We've got to get this jet back to Edinburgh. So the plan this afternoon, and we are going to be pushing this tight because I am on a school run this afternoon. The plan this afternoon is we're going to fly Manchester to Belfast, real world route, then Belfast back up to Edinburgh, again, real world route. But of course, as I say, we are really struggling for time, so we're going to, thankfully, we're flying into airports that we know pretty well, so briefs are going to be sort of just comprehensive and not too much detail required with those. We'll zip through the operational flight plan. I've already begun setting up the box a little bit as well as you guys are coming on board, so come on, take a seat, spend the next, well, it's going to be 3 hours almost exactly. Any more than that, I'm in trouble with me. So welcome on board. Hey, David, Christian, Jhog, Savs here as well, Limon, Gareth, Nolex says Jhog is your favourite route. Tony Redlin, hello, good to see you. MOC, who's fixed the aircraft, Dark Fury, is also on board. He's in the jump seat today in case anything else goes wrong. That means if anything goes wrong, I can blame him. Organ Aviator is off school today. Hope you're doing well, mate, but means you do get to listen to us in the background whilst revising hard. Alright, let's crack on. As I say, we've got lots to do in the next 3 hours. So, here's the operational flight plan. Underloaded by 3.5 tons, that's fine. Takeoff weight is fine, it's well below max landing weight. Usual cost index, we're cruising 24, and the alternate is Glasgow. A little bit of a headwind slowing us down. We're off 05 left today, which is a bit of a pain. Long taxi, never mind. ASMIM 1 Sierra departure. I don't actually remember ever doing that before. And then we're landing on the ILS for runway 25. Plug fuel is about 4.5 tons. CNR 2.6. Let's zip through that part because we know all that rubbish. Okay, let's have a look at the worst case weather. All of that is Cat 1, so that is perfect. Bit of a 9-knot crosswind coming in at Belfast, so that'll give us something, a little bit of excitement. Just check what the weather brief is doing there. So the forecast is actually it's all fine, so we probably don't even need any extra fuel looking at that. We'll just have a look at the weather maps and see. That is our flight route. Might see if we can get a little cheeky little direct over towards the Isle of Man rather than that first little dog leg once we get to the end of the start. Nothing on the low level charts, nothing on the upper level charts, so that is perfect. No times for Manchester. Nothing we need to worry about. And nothing at Aldergrove either. Perfect. Well, that was straightforward. What are we going to have a look at with extra fuel? Well, we've got a bit of a cloud layer, so a bit of anti-ice as we're climbing out, maybe. But I think we'll take 4.9 tons. I think that's where's my pen? Yeah, we'll take 4.9 tons of fuel, and that should see us good to go. Let's have a look at the in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start the boarding process now, so just bear with me. As I say, we are racing through this a little bit. So let's have a look at the, there we go, 4.9 tons of fuel, please. GSX will start loading that whilst we have a look at the charts. Hopefully. There we go. Right, charts it is. Let's bring those up. So Manchester, again, we know very well. We know where we are, stand for. So that's going to be a longish taxi, Lima Bravo Alpha. Single engine taxi, To be fair, yeah, we probably can. We can save a little bit. Plan will then be probably start that second engine as we get on Bravo. Although we're in a rush today, and I don't want to end up holding. So do you know what? No, scrap that idea. We'll not do single engine taxi. We'll get both engines started. So yeah, that'll be Lima Bravo, then Alpha. We'll do takeoff performance calculations perhaps from Alpha Fox. If we can get a slightly shorter taxi, that would be useful. Departure then is straight out, and it looks like a 2 mile from the Mike Charlie Tango left turn. Initial climb 5,000, no turns below 7.6. Transition altitude also 5,000. Remain on frequency until ATC tell us to switch. And MSA is 3.5. So yeah, no speed restrictions. Perfect. Okay, I think that's all good. Let's get into the aircraft. Our broken aircraft. Where are you? Here she is. Looks like it's about. Ooh, it looks a bit grey, doesn't it? Maybe we'll use wet performance takeoff calculations because that might just save us a bit of time. The last thing I want to be doing is just getting ready to take off and then it starts raining. Cockpit Racing. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Double, yeah, hydraulic issue is indeed all sorted. Thank goodness. Okay, let's jump in because Ryanair just pushing back in the background. And again, just to save a little bit of time, I'm just going to grab the ATIS, but I'm going to grab it using text and read this out. Runway use is 05 left, sync runway ops, transition level 60, QNH is 1010, and visibility 10 kilometers, overcast 3,000 feet, temperature 8, QNH 1025. Information hotel. Fine. Anti-ice needed? No, won't be needed. Not for our departure. Great stuff. Okay, so that's straightforward. Now, as I said, I've already, because we're in a bit of a time constraint here to get 2 flights in, I've already started setting up the box a little bit, so we've already checked the data and all that rubbish. That is fine. So if we come down here, we'll see that in A page, that's being completed, so we're departing off no, we're not departing off 05 left, AMIS 1 Sierra departure, and then our arrival into Belfast is going to be the ILS 25. There are no stars in Belfast. We'll have no VIAs either. Insert, and we'll vector ourselves in for that, as we've done many a times before. 192 miles in the box, and on our OFP I have got 179 miles, so that's pretty close. Radnav page, I've got Manchester hard tuned in anyway. Let's do the secondary page, init B page. Let's jump across. Hope they've not been lazy sending the load sheet. Here we go, zero fuel weight is 57.4. And our CFG is 29.2. Alternate fuel, if we have to head to Glasgow, is 1.5 tons. And we're taking 4.9 tons. .7, 4.9. That gives us a takeoff weight of 62.1 and a CFG for departure is 28. Awesome. Okay, on to our takeoff performance. So as I said, it just looks a little bit grey overhead. I'm not convinced it won't rain in a minute, so I am going to use wet figures. Flaps 1, no need for toga, anti-ice off, packs off, takeoff weight is 62.1, CFG is 28, live weather, view intersection data, and I said we could go Alpha Fox, I think, wasn't it? Save a bit of time. Oh, they're not on that chart. Hang on. Yeah, we'll go via Alpha Fox. 21, 35, 35. Let's get those in. Do you know what, as well, just to save a bit of time, we don't usually do this, but I'm going to send that information across to the box. There we go. 21, 35, 35, transition altitude 5,000 feet, flex 56, thrust reduction acceleration. We are going to amend these, of course, because they're not quite right. So we'll have a look at Sim Smart. This is going to be 1162, so let's just update those. Oops, that's not quite right. And engine out acceleration also 1162. There we go. Non-standard departure, 5 miles from Manchester, left turn heading 270, then at 3,000 feet a right turn to the Mersey hold. Okay, so secondary flight plan, copy the active. The main information there is what I want to do is we'll just pop in Mersey. Hold 061 right turns. Fine, leave that for now. Let's contact ATC. 121855.
2428, contact Manchester Tower, 118 decimal 630, good day.
118 decimal 630, have a good one, bye mate.
Yeah.
Interesting. Manchester ground, good afternoon, Easy 272 Bravo, A320, stand for requesting airfile clearances filed Belfast, and we have information hotel.
Easy 272 Bravo, Manchester, very good afternoon to you, clear to Belfast, Edinburgh, Asmin 1 Sierra departure, squawk 1422.
Cleared by the Asmin 1 Sierra, squawk 1422, Easy 272 Bravo.
Easy 272 Bravo, be back correct?
Okay, good stuff. So with that in place, I should already have said as well prior to the stream starting, we've done the usual checks. We're on, we're sort of at our usual turnaround state, although technically they should be off. So pumps are off, seatbelt signs are off, etc. All of that's been done. Let's now pop in the squawk, which was, what was it? 1472? No, it wasn't. It was 1422, wasn't it? Can't read my own writing. There we go, 1422. Active pressure's in the green. QNH was reported at 10. What was the QNH? Was it 10? No, it's not 1010. It's 1025. 1025. Okay, constraints on, and that initial climb 5,000 feet. Lovely. So, passengers now just starting to come on board, as we can hear. Let's brief then. Not too much to brief because, well, we know Manchester very, very well. So the weather is it's fine. Winds 010 at 10. So winds from the left as we depart. At the moment, we've got a nice dry runway as well, so that's fine. Aircraft is now fully serviceable again, with the exception of the working the in-op weather radar. We know how we're going to fly the departure. We've spoken about it. We're not going to do it. We'll start at the beginning. So we're going to push back. We expect taxi on Lima, probably Lima Papa then Bravo. We're going to take Alpha Fox, hopefully save a bit of time. Departure then straight out with a left turn. MSFS 35 initial climb 5,000. No speed restrictions, so we can just clean up as we go. And that's yeah, that's it. So threats and error management then. Threat is we're in a bit of a hurry, so you've got that time pressure on. That's when mistakes get made. So that's a little sort of personal threat. We are taking off on 05 left. There is terrain to the east of this airport, hence the engine out procedure telling us to turn back. So that again is a little threat as well. But other than that, Manchester is fairly straightforward. So shouldn't have too many issues with that. So the engine out procedure, we'll just quickly brief that in a bit more detail. So at that point then we will continue straight out, and then at 5 miles from Manchester on a manually turn heading 270 we are climbing up as well to 5,000 still, but then at 3,000 feet we are then going to make a right hand turn to the Mersey hold, and we'll hold at Mersey 5,000 feet. Okay, and that is us. That's us done. So without hanging around, I'm going to get the APU started. Dark. The boarding music will be there. Just reading the chat. It's I've just not got it. I've not got it monitored. There we go. Is that better for you?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet service.
Ah, the cabin pack's working. Excellent.
Into the overhead locker, wheels first, to keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to move. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you.
Here they all come. Dark Fury first of the checklist ticked. We should probably, you know, if you're going to sit in the jump seat, we should probably... Does this pull out? It does, but I can't... You're going to have to stand, mate, because I can't actually hold that bit. I can't flip that bit down. "10 minutes to push." I'd like to beat that if we can. Depends how slow these passengers or what. I mean, she's not exactly in a rush, is she, that one? Hey, Mads, good to see you. Downfall, good afternoon. Group A320, you're thinking about building a home cockpit. I'm definitely not the person to speak to with regards to that. And Eyes of the Tower says hello from Manchester ground. Fantastic. I love it when ATC are actually on stream. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here as well in the middle of a Tuesday afternoon. Robert, would I ever do a shared cockpit stream with Dark or someone like that? You're kidding. He'd be sat there just diving off my EFB trying to fail things. Like, fail everything you can. APU's up and running. Let's get those back on. External power, can disconnect that. GPU. Give that a sec before the packs come on. Refueling 4.9 is completed. Yeah, and balanced. So, seatbelt signs on. Tell the Phoenix ground crew to disconnect the GPU. So I'm just waiting for final passengers to get boarded. I think we might be there.
Cabin crew, boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew?
Aidan, thank you for following. Appreciate that. Okay, so the cockpit prep checklist, aircraft acceptance, that's all been completed. Fuel quantity is 4.9, checked and balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. Ideas, we've got the 3.5 greens and the bar F is 1025, 250 feet. APU is running. Final company message has come through as well. So takeoff weight 62.1, excellent, and that's CFG. Make sure we don't need any changes. 30.2. Oh, that is just out of sync. Oh man, okay. Just need to rerun this. So it's over 2%, 30.2. Just rerun the calculations. 121, 135, 135, flex 56. No changes. That's fine. Okay, perfect. Right, let's get GSX into position. Manchester ground, EZ272 Bravo, stand 4 is ready for push and start.
EZ272 Bravo, stand 4, push start approved, face safe.
Push start approved, face south, EZ272 Bravo.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Look at that, they're eager and waiting for us to go. Before start checklist, parking brake is on, takeoff data has been confirmed, windows are closed,
All
EFB
stations,
is on
Manchester information
flight
now,
mode.
into QNH1025, Manchester ground out.
Doors closed, not armed, beacon light is on. All of the announcements are part of the Phoenix aircraft now.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Nose wheel steering is disconnected. Is that my tug driver? Where are you going? He says, oh yeah, I knew I forgot something. Amateur.
Locking gear.
Right, just waiting for them to tell us they're ready to push. Push back facing south.
Release parking brakes, please.
Jet 41.
Parking brakes are
Jet 41,
released.
Manchester, good afternoon, pass message.
All engines clear. Starting
We're a citation at Business Aviation.
Nose wheel steering disconnected, engine mode 2 ignition starting, engine 1.
Citation 41, you cleared to Gatwick, Bristol 2 Sierra departure, squawk 2213.
Go to Gatwick, Listo 2 Sierra, squawk 2213, NetJet 41.
Jet 41, we back correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about
Does anyone else get nervous when they start to push you in the wrong direction at the beginning?
aircraft. Thank you.
Robert says, one day Microsoft Flight Simulator will link with Tug Simulator, then there'll be carnage.
Your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft.
Hello, Grand Commanding EG56 Kilo Charlie with the US stand 32 hotel on board 320 clearance to Malaga, please.
And brace position.
Oh, Malaga's a nice flight. We need to go to Malaga again in the future at some point.
Kilo Charlie, Manchester, very good afternoon, cleared to Malaga, Admin 1 Sierra departure, squawk 2152.
Many thanks, Asmin 1 Sierra for 5 left down squawking 2152, easy 56 Kilo Charlie.
EZ56 Kilo Charlie, we back correct.
Leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt.
No, Lex, that's a completely different kind of simulator.
It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails,
Naughty, I'm using passive mode for the active sky. Okay, engine 2 start.
Please face west.
hold in place for
Stand 53, push start pretty facing west, runway 79 Whiskey Whiskey.
adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others.
And subject 1 on Echo stands 23 information India, request push start.
From under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist
Subject 19 Echo standby, traffic behind.
and pull the strap.
Football game, and when is the best time to turn the autopilot off when landing? If you're doing a manual landing, it must be turned off by 160 feet.
If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry
Roger 8 Foxtrot Juliet, ready for taxi.
Must now be stowed, armrest down.
Roger 8 Foxtrot Juliet, taxi Honey Point Delta 2 via November Alpha Echo Delta.
Delta 2 via
Engine 2 available.
Echo Delta for 8 Foxtrot Juliet.
Manchester Grand Hello, it's EC91 X-Ray Golf A320 stand 7 Hotel 1025.
And that's not required. Spoilers, rudder, flaps 1, trim.
EC91 X-Ray Golf, Manchester Grand, very good afternoon. Creator Basil, with Bill 2 Sierra, departure squawk 3444. Information out India.
Has that guy got a moustache?
Cliff Bell, Lister to Sierra 3444. We will confirm it. E91 X-Ray Golf.
EC91 X-Ray Golf, is that correct?
Right, what is this tug driver doing?
10 ready for push and start.
Alpine 595, standby.
Yeah, 56 Kilo Charlie 32 ready for push and start with QNH 1025.
EC560 with Cherry, stand 32 for start, face west.
And thanks, push approved facing west 56 Kilo Charlie.
Okay. So we are ready to go. They've now disappeared. Not quite sure what happened there. Alright, after start checklist. Anti-ice is off, ECAM status is checked, pitch trim is 30.2 and the rudder is neutral. Manchester ground easy 272 Bravo ready for taxi and we can take Alpha Fox for departure.
Easy 272 Bravo, taxi Alpha Foxtrot 1 via Lima Charlie Alpha.
Lima Charlie Alpha for Alpha Fox 1, easy 272 Bravo.
Alpine 595 after the company A320 passes left to right behind, stand 10 for start approved, face south.
After company traffic, push and start approved, facing south, Alpine 595.
Okay, just double checking where we're going. Lima Charlie Alpha. Okay. So straight down here, then on the right. Okay, flight control check. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, full left, and neutral.
Push up through face east, 119 Echo.
Hey Jason, thank you so much for your channel membership. Appreciate the support. And don't forget to join our Discord server where you can now access the members' lounges as well.
Right, 79 Whiskey, Rufus taxi.
Sitting here, I can't even read that out and keep a straight face.
Right, 79 Whiskey, taxi Honey Point Bravo to the Golf Juliet Bravo.
Bravo T5 Golf Juliet stand Bravo, right now 79 Whiskey.
Roger 8 Foxtrot Juliet after the EasyJet A320 passes left to right, taxi Alpha to Alpha 1.
After the EasyJet passes left to right.
Okay, wonderful, thank you.
Alpha 1 for 8 Foxtrot Juliet.
We'll give airliners live a wave, shall we? I don't think they actually do a show on a Tuesday, but if they were, we'd give them a wave. Okay, no LMCs or change to our performance. Engine procedure is non-standard. 5 miles from Manchester, left turn 270 and 3,000 feet direct to
and easy 273 Bravo,
Mercy.
contact Manchester Tower 118.630. Have a good day.
18620, thank you for the ATC EZ272 Bravo.
It's fine, take up.
Departure straight out with a left turn 2 miles from Manchester and stop climb 5000. Taxi checklist, flight controls have been checked. Flap setting is config 1, FMA, climb nav blue 152, 5000 blue. Radar predicted wind shear is on, ECAM memo, takeoff no blue, EFB is stowed. Right, what was that tower frequency? 11863, isn't it? So let me just slow down. This is where I need a proper hardware audio control panel, then I can actually taxi and tune at the same time.
Easy ground, right 79 Whiskey. Right 7 Whiskey, pessimist. Are you happy for us to continue down?
Manchester Tower, hello, easy 272 Bravo on Alpha, and we can take Alpha Fox.
Easy 272 Bravo, Manchester Tower, good afternoon. There's a 787, currently 7 mile final. Report fully ready at Alpha Foxtrot 1.
We'll go easy 272 Bravo. Don't think we're going to get in before him, to be honest.
Manchester Tower, hello, shuttle 2 Mike, RS 05 left, 10 miles.
Shuttle 2 Mike, key correction, Manchester Tower, good afternoon. Continue approach 05 left to number 2.
Continue, shuttle 2 Mike.
Tower easy 272 Bravo, approaching Alpha Fox, fully ready.
Easy 272 Bravo, roger from Alpha Fox 1, runway 05 left, clear for immediate takeoff. No delay, traffic on a 5 mile final now. The wind's 36 degrees at 11 knots.
Clear immediate takeoff, easy 272 Bravo, 05 left.
Roger, entry Tango Foxtrot, expect a late landing clearance. The wind's 36 degrees at 11 knots.
Roger, Roger, 3 Tango Fox, thanks.
Still got the TCAS to sort. Oh, that's a stupid lineup, but we're going to have to go with it. Okay, takeoff, 50% and 1 set, and set takeoff thrust. Manflex, SRS and runway. Pilot monitoring would normally have taken care of that. $100 knots. V1. Rotate.
Tower 28 Foxtrot Juliet at Alpha 1, fully ready.
Positive climb, gear up.
8 Juliet Foxtrot, correction 8 Foxtrot Juliet, roger, big break.
Nav.
3 Tango Foxtrot.
Should we now do the lineup per
left,
checklist?
Clear 05 left, Roger, 3 Tango Foxtrot.
Easy 272 Bravo, thanks for your help. Monty Unicom now, it's 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8, thanks for the service, easy 272 Bravo.
Manchester, hello, Ryanair 79 Whiskey.
Just climb.
Alpha Foxtrot. Correction. Yeah, Alpha Golf 1.
Autopilot 1 engaged.
79 Whiskey, Manchester Tower, roger. Shuttle 2 Mike, expect a late landing clearance. The wind's 360 degrees at 11 knots.
Cockpit, 2 Mike.
There's that left turn, 2 miles from Manchester. Just pop the anti-ice on as we're about to head into that cloud layer. Get past S-speed in a moment. Cancel master caution.
Juliet Mike behind the landing, British Airways A320, currently a 3 mile final. Line up runway 05 left behind.
And disregard ECAM. Let's fly the aircraft first though, so flaps 0, spoilers disarmed. And cancel ECAM. See if we get any turbulence then now from active sky as we head into these clouds.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each
Okay, no ATC, so open climb 150 blue.
Anytime. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks.
Okay, so with no ATC as well, we're going to go direct ASMIM.
Euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct exchange will be greatly appreciated.
Cabin crew is released.
For assistance, and just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Spoilers, flaps, gear, lights, they can all come off.
Traffic EV13 Bravo Golf is 15 miles, runway 05 left.
So, for those just joining, asking about Active Sky, at the moment we're using the passive mode of Active Sky, which basically means Active Sky is going to provide winds and turbulence effects and all that kinds of stuff. But the cloud layers that we see and the actual weather that we're getting is still from Microsoft Flight Simulator, which for me at the moment I think is the better way to go. Something unpredictable. Yeah, I agree with you. He says that there looks like there was a tiny bit of turbulence there, and I felt that I felt there was as well. So that was nice. You wouldn't normally get that with you wouldn't normally get that with just default Microsoft Flight Simulator. Okay, coming up on 10,000 feet, we'll get airports onto the EFISH, and we shall clear the RadNav page out.
Traffic EV13 Bravo Golf is fully established, ILS runway 05 left, pass range 5,000 for 3,000, Manchester traffic.
Costing X0, secondary flight plan, copy the active.
Manchester traffic EV13 Bravo Golf going over to Tower, Manchester Tower.
And our planned cruise today is flight level 24, which I'm happy to go straight up to. 240 blue. Anti-ice can come off, seatbelt signs can also come off. And we're now going to avoid Wallasey and go direct Agil. Yes, as I said, all these cloud layers and things like that we can now see, this is still Microsoft Flight Simulator providing those. Football Gate, how much is Active Sky? I think it was about £20, if memory serves. I think it was £20. Around about that, anyway. Okay, so I'm just looking at the METAR for... what do you call it, for Belfast. Winds there 320 at 10, so that's going to be a bit of a crosswind. Broken 3000, 12 degrees, QNH 1027. We'll get that into the perf page in a couple of minutes. There's a football stadium down there. Which one's that? Is that Blackburn maybe? Ewood Park? Can't be Manchester, surely. As we've departed Manchester now, and we've got Liverpool down there, and I think actually we'll see Anfield or what's Everton's ground called? Completely forgotten. Name escapes me. Sorry, any Everton fans that are on the stream. As soon as you tell me, I'll know it. Obviously. Goodison Park, that's the one. Goodison Park. Notty Mike Oliver quickly jumping in there as well.
Liverpool traffic, Ryanair 2096, takeoff from 09, via delivery to Victor departure.
That's them both, isn't it? There's Anfield, there's Goodison Park. Are they the two closest Football League stadiums in the UK? Because they are incredibly close. They certainly look at this altitude. 4,000 feet to go. Christian says he can see Jurgen Klopp's teeth from up here. Dark Fury has to go off to work. He says sorry for leaving you with Dan. Oh, mate, we're at 20,000 feet. How are you going to get out the jump seat? Hope you brought a parachute. Magenta Man says that stain on the window still that looks like a shadow of the plane. I know. It's strange, isn't it? Albie says Dundee and Dundee United. I have no idea where they are, so fair enough. Forest and Notts County. How close are those two? I mean, someone needs to Google this now. What is the official answer? They've got to both be in the Football League. We're not talking about, you know, Albion Park Ranger Steels Football Club or whatever.
And Liverpool traffic, Ryanair 2096 airborne, clear runway 09 passing 1,500.
Okay, 1,000 feet to go. Nolex says I have better value, better entertainment value than Dark. Dr. Magic May, welcome back to Captain Level. Oh, I appreciate your support, Dr. Magic. It always smiles when I see you because I see the image of Dr. Nick and I think, oh, The Simpsons. I haven't watched them in so long, but they used to make me howl with laughter. Do love The Simpsons. Right, so we're at Speed Alt Star. And we'll do a quick setup for the arrival into Belfast. Yeah. Elliot, I'm not going to read that out because I'll try and do it in the daft voice. So we're on... so I just saw... I wonder what that was. It's a mark. It's not a wake in the Irish Sea. Speed Alt Cruise. Sorry, did I say Alt Star? Yeah, and now we're at Alt Cruise. So let's set that down. Cost index of 4. Quickly zip through the SD pages. So okay, I was just wondering why the PSI was quickly increasing. It's because we commanded a higher thrust to target speed. That's okay. Normally we don't see that. They're fine. Electrics are fine. Hydraulics are fine. Look at all that lovely fluid in the green system. Yep, fuel's good. AP obviously not on. They're fine. Fine. Brake temperature's good. Flight controls all working. Ignore the left side stick in up. Beautiful. Lovely. Notice says apparently it is Liverpool and Everton. 0.8 miles the distance. Okay. Right. So let's just go through our setup for the arrival. So the plan will be, we're just going to vector ourselves in basically. Once we get to Ipset, we will then look at essentially what we'll do is, where's my iPad? Yeah, Ipset then takes us straight to Belzoo, except we're not going to overfly the airport and do that. What we're going to do is we'll fly this sort of 13-mile DME arc that we've got. There's a couple of waypoints that we can actually use to help us with that, which we can put in as well. So if we go Ipset to Delta 127 Papa, Delta 127 Papa. Of course, if we've got ATC knocking about, then this wouldn't make a difference, but they're not, so. And then after Delta 127 Papa, oh, where's that gone? Huh. Delta 127 Papa. That's better. Delta 127 Papa, and then the other one, Delta 077 November. And we'll clear Belzoo. And we've basically now we've just tidied up our approach. And if we have a look on here, that should, there we are. That's perfect. So we can just follow that then, and all the way down. Johnny Scotland, mate, thank you so much for the 14-month tier 1 sub. That is incredible. It says 30 months already. Hope you're doing well. Keep up with the great streams. Johnny, thank you so much. Say subscriber there for 40 months. That is amazing support, mate. Thank you. Really, really appreciate that. And right, not subscriber on YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, so we've now got the approach built up. That is fine. Radnav page, we'll pop in Belfast's VOR in there. Not even sure if that's actually serviceable anymore in real life. They were getting rid of that. So the approach for the weather, I've already filled that out, which, to be fair, on a short flight like this, then it's worth doing because you don't have a lot of time. It's Cat 1 conditions, so ILS minimums 468. Get that in, and we're going to look at a config 3 landing, hopefully, so we'll do that in a moment. Our landing weight is going to be 5760, call it 61 is the landing weight, so we will check that we'll check that out in a moment. So where's my landing calculator? Here it is, runway 25, it's not raining, got the latest METAR down there. Landing weight of 61 tons. Flap 3. Yeah, perfect, so flaps 3 it is. Lovely, so let's brief. Say flying into airport today, which we know very well, so the briefs are going to be quite straightforward. So obviously coming in then, we've got no air traffic control that I'm aware of. Just double checking. Oh, actually we do have Belfast approaches online 13312. So this then now is subject to this then now is subject to what they tell us, but that's a reasonable routing to assume. Okay, so obviously under ATC instructions from IBSET, we'll probably get vectored then around to the ILS. We're expecting the ILS 2.5. Platform altitudes 2.5. MSAs we're coming in is 3.5. Minimums, yeah, we checked. We're legal to start this approach 468. That is fine. VMA, DMA required. Yeah, that's fine as well. We're not going to be doing that full procedure, so that's fine. And then once we have arrived in Belfast, we'll be looking to vacate. We can vacate onto the runway and then get off at Charlie 1 back to the terminal. Engine, the go-around procedure is straight out 3,000 feet, originally straight ahead to 2.5, then a right turn to the VOR, hold at 3,000. Threats and error management, not too much to be honest. Again, Belfast is nice, a little bit of terrain there you can see. That's probably the biggest thing, and we have got a 10 knot crosswind coming in today, so I think that's the only two things that we need to be worried about threats wise. No real error management to look at, but yeah, that's it. That's straightforward, and we're almost on our way down, so it's a busy old afternoon, which I like. I do like doing busy flights. I like it even better when my aircraft's actually working. 133125 is the information we need. And let's just grab the latest ATIS from when we contact them. So it is Alder Road information Bravo. Runway in use is 25, 320 at 10, 2834 variable. Visibility is 10 kilometers or more. Fuel clouds 2,500 feet. Temperature is +12. QNH is 1027. Information Bravo. Yeah, it's fine. Reza Omar, we don't talk about pirating of any sort. Any sort of illegal activities on this channel is not up for discussion. FMA says, just on my lunch break, so catching a little watch. Won't be able to watch the landing. Watch it later this evening. You'll get to watch 2, hopefully, FMA, because we're off to Edinburgh after this. Nolex says, oh yeah, I tried the Flaps 3 landing after watching your video on it. It was much easier than you thought. Thought it was more difficult than usual. No, you're already pitched up. You literally hardly have to do anything. And yeah, you're pretty much good to go. Zoro DK, hi mate. Right, you want to talk about anti-ice? We will do. One moment. So we're about to get to our top of descent. That's coming up here. So we'll start the descent. We'll start heading down flight level 15, and we'll pop that into managed descent mode. So down it goes. Descent 150 blue. So with regards to anti-ice, first thing that you need to look at is there any visible moisture around? If you're on the ground, is there rain? Is there mist? You know, anything that constitutes moisture. Cloud, if you're in the air, for example. If the answer to that is yes, then the next thing is look at the temperature. If the TAT temperature, the TAT temperature, is below 10 degrees, and the SAT temperature is above -40, not below -40, above -40. As it is now, it's above -40. So we are in icing range right now. So the moment we start to get down throughout this cloud layer, I will be putting anti-ice on. Old man, it says, afternoon, what time did you and my mechanic take to... Oh, I got to bed as soon as we landed. Straight in the Radisson Hotel. I'm as if the airline had put you up there. Yeah, so I wasn't staying up late to fix it. That's the job of the mechanic. Right, so once we are how many miles are we away? We're probably, it'll tell us on here actually. Yeah, IPSET, we're about 6 minutes away from IPSET, so we'll give the ATC a call. 133125. Belfast approach, good afternoon, EZ272 Bravo A320 with Bravo, and we are inbound Robop.
EC272 Bravo, Alder Group Radar, good afternoon. It's Information Bravo. You can expect vectors for the Alice approach runway 25. Descend flight level 70 and leave IPSET heading 320 degrees.
Expect ILS approach runway 25, descend flight level 70, leave IPSET heading 320, EZ272 Bravo.
Very good afternoon, Shuttle 5 Romeo.
Hey Ewald, good to see you again, my friend.
City, stand 4 with information, Bravo, type A320, requesting clearance for London Heathrow, please.
Sorry Gaming, what to do if it's dark outside, no moisture or cloud? Okay, well if you're at the airport,
I don't seem to have the flight plan, can you just for me?
You'll know if it's raining.
We're gonna give a call to dispatch and recall Shuttle
also,
5 Romeo, apologies.
You will be able to see the ground wet, that kind of thing. Once you're in the air, then your strobe lights are flashing very, very bright. Your beacon light is flashing brightly, and I guarantee you can tell you're in the clouds because you can see the clouds light up.
Romeo, that's just come through for you now. So you're clear to Heathrow via Ringa, which is Romeo India November Golf Alpha. Climb initially 3,000 feet and squawk 0751.
After that, Shuttle 5 Romeo is clear to London Heathrow via Ringa. Standard noise abatement procedure. Initially 3,000 feet and squawk 0751.
Love that we've got ATC at this time of the day.
Correct.
Just a polite reminder, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, then please do hit that like button. It always helps to support the channel in a very big way on YouTube. And of course, if you're in the market for inbuilt scenery, then again, using that link to get yourself either their scenery or aircraft also supports the channel as well. So thanks to everyone that uses that.
Easy 826 Lima, you're still a bit high, so I'm just going to give you a quick hold. Turn right heading 080 degrees.
080 degrees, 826 Lima.
So I'm going to leave Easyjet heading 320, then we'll tidy up our flight plan. And we're going to get vectors in. Sehun, just a hobbyist. Sadly. Nolex says you remember the walk from the Ibis Hotel to the terminal for the Manchester. Where is the Ibis Hotel? Ibis, whatever you want to call it. So, we'll let the camera crew know what's happening. Camera crew, about 15 minutes to landing. So the flight over to Edinburgh, I think, is a bit longer, but not much. Reza, no, TAT has to be below 10 degrees. I don't know if different airlines have different standard operating procedures, but I don't know of any that are below 5 degrees. 10 degrees is usually the norm. Right, just going to pull speed and pop that up to 250. Hey Mark, good afternoon. Seon, that's really kind, thank you. I suppose it would be slightly unfair. I have been very fortunate enough to have been taught properly.
Easy 826 Lima, turn left heading 300, 300.
Heading 300, 826 Lima.
And easy 826 Lima, you've got about 30 track miles, descent altitude 5,000 feet, the Aldergrove QNH 1027.
Descend to 5,000, QNH 1027, 826 Lima.
Okay, so I can just see, I think that's the aircraft that they're talking to there. I can just see it on the TCAS system. Right, 15,000. Let's get that on. Something unpredictable. I'm really sorry to disappoint. I will take it as a compliment, though. Look, Shova, heading to your main international airport. Yeah, Belfast.
A21 Bravo, stand 14 with information Bravo, aircraft type A320 requesting ISR clearance to Glasgow.
Easy 821 Bravo, Aldergrove radar, good afternoon. You're cleared to Glasgow via Blacka. Climb initially 5,000 feet, squawk 5013.
Clear to Glasgow via the Blacka departure, initial climb 5,000 and squawk 5013 for EC821 Bravo.
Hakan, thank you very much for supporting us and becoming a channel member. Make sure you check out some of the members on the streams, and if you're on Discord as well,
Easy 826 Lima, turn left.
Make sure you get yourself in the members lounge.
2,500 feet, clear Dallas approach runway 25.
Left heading 265, descend 2,500 and clear for the ILS, runway 25, Easy 826 Lima.
Okay, heading 320. We're now going to tidy up the flight plan, as we're going to be vectored in.
Easy 272 Bravo, approximately 36 track miles, descent altitude 5,000 feet, the Aldergrove QNH 1027.
Descent altitude 5,000, QNH 1027, easy 272 Bravo. And 5,000 blue. Okay, thrust idle up, descent.
What was that heading for 826 Lima, sorry?
Easy 260, it was heading of 265, but if you give me a heading of 270.
270, 260 mil.
So I think we're a little bit high for what he wants us to do. He said 36 track miles, 30 miles is 10,000 feet, so just a bit of spoilers out to
Easy
get down.
272 Bravo, reduce speed by 220 knots.
Reduce speed 220, easy 272 Bravo.
And easy 272 Bravo, you're currently number 2 for the approach.
Roger, 272 Bravo. Speed 220. Something unpredictable.
Radar, Shuttle 5 Romeo, stand
What's the reason why? So,
Shuttle 5 Romeo, stand number 4, Belfast City, push and set approved.
as
Set approved ATF, Shuttle 5.
I said a moment ago, I've been fortunate enough to, you know, have quite a bit of knowledge regarding this aircraft. The particular standard operating procedures that, again, I've been fortunate enough to learn from mentoring and actual, you know, tuition. Well, guess which airline they're from, kind of thing. So that's why.
Easy 272 Bravo, turn right heading 040 degrees.
Right heading 040, easy 272 Bravo. Okay, we're going to activate that approach phase. India Alpha Golf identified. Lemon Wolf, your guess is Ryanair. Have you ever seen me try and fly a 737? Okay, approach checklist. So bar FQNH is 1027. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums 469. Auto brake, we'll pop it on low. EFB is stowed. Mike, we're not flying back to Manchester, no. We've got to get this jet back up to Edinburgh last night.
Easy 272 Bravo, turn left heading 300, 300.
Left heading 300, easy 272 Bravo. Yeah, I need to get this jet back to Edinburgh, which is where it should have gone back last night, but it went tech and we ended up in, where did we end up? Manchester.
Easy 821 Bravo, stand 14 QNH 1027, ready for push.
Hey, Lee JC.
Easy 821 Bravo, stand 14, push and start approved.
Push start approved first, easy 821 Bravo.
Barry, that is correct. We are doing another leg today. We're headed to Edinburgh after this.
Clear to land runway 25, Belfast, Edinburgh, surface wind 320 degrees, 10 knots.
Clear to land runway 25, 826 Lima.
22 miles out.
Easy 272 Bravo, turn left heading 275, descend altitude 2,500 feet, cleared from the Alice, approach runway 25, and no ATC speed restriction.
Left heading 275, descend altitude 2,500 and free speed, easy 272 Bravo. Oh, and clear for the Alice. Forgot that bit. Lemon Wolf sees ships. I see ships too. Okay, so we've just been given a heading 275. The thing I'm looking at just now is we're obviously in open heading mode, and alt glide slope, log blue, cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Just keeping an eye on where we're going to intercept this, because I've got 60 knot crosswind, which is slowly sort of drifting us left a little bit. But we are going to start slowing the aircraft down now. Anti-ice coming on as we head through those clouds. We've been speaking about that quite a bit today. So pushing for managed speed.
Altigrove radar, Shuttle 5 Romeo, ready for taxi.
Shuttle 5 Romeo, taxi Alpha 3, line up and wait runway 04.
Taxi via Alpha 3, line up and wait runway 04, Shuttle 5 Romeo.
Okay, VS is 700. You can just see the glide slope coming down, so if we can hold a nice VS, then that is a nice CDA. Nolex, when do you use wing anti-ice? In the sim, that's a little bit different, difficult to sort out, because you would use the wing anti-ice when you actually see ice accreditation on this little pole here. That's what it's there for. If you see ice building up on here, chances are it's also building up on your wing, so that's when you turn it on. Don't think that's simulated though in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Barry Bartson celebrating 33 months of training captain level membership. Barry, that is incredible support. Says not always able to follow during work and travel, but still very happy you found this channel now. 33 months ago, Barry has indeed, and an absolute stalwart as well of the channel, and huge support that you give. So thank you so much, Barry, for that. Great to see you when you are not on your travels. Okay, flaps 1, speed checked.
EG821 Bravo, taxi for the point Alpha 1, runway 25 via Lima and Alpha.
Taxi holding point Alpha 1 for runway 25 via Lima and Alpha. EG821 Bravo.
Radar altimeter's alive.
Shuttle 5 Romeo, after departure it's going to be a right turn direct to Ringa. On reaching, clear for takeoff runway 04 Belfast City, surface wind 050 degrees, 10 knots.
All copied. After departure direct Ringa. Just want to confirm based on the noise abatement procedure that it's runway, I mean it's climb on track, slight left track, it was for us, we read track, yeah, we have track 033 to 3000 and then right turn.
Lockstar.
Shuttle 5 Romeo, affirm, after departure it's a slight left turn to 033 and then up to 3000. Once you've got to 3000 it's the right turn.
Roger, thank you, just wanted to verify with you. We copy the rest of the clearance. Good for takeoff, Shuttle 5 Romeo.
It looks very green down there, doesn't it? Is that just me, or does it almost look like my Bing map data service thing has been turned off? Remind me to check that once we've landed. Right, glide slope start. And missed approach altitude.
EG826 Lima, welcome to Aldergrove. Next right on to
3,000 feet.
Charlie Lima, parking stand 13.
And flaps 2.
Turn on to 17, Charlie 1, and what was that last one? 86 Lima?
826 Lima, it's Charlie Lima and your parking stand 13.
Charlie Lima, stand 13, 826 Lima.
EG272 Bravo,
Gear down.
clear to land runway 25 Belfast, Aldergrove, surface wind 320 degrees, 10 knots.
Clear to land runway 25, EG272 Bravo. Lights are on.
EG821 Bravo, after departure, it's going to be a right turn heading 355.
And flaps 3.
Speed's
checked.
Turn heading 355 EG821 Bravo.
EG821 Bravo, after the landing company A320 via Alpha 1.
And the landing checklist, cabin secured, go around altitude is 3,000 feet. You can remember landing Noble.
EG821 Bravo.
Everything's covered in algae. Right. 10 knot crosswind, let's see. Autopilot off, 5 control. It's always windy in Belfast. It's never just nice with calm wind.
500.
Stable.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue. 3 reds. It's okay.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Okay, spoilers, reverse, green decel. Reverse is off. Manual brakes. Christian, yeah, that's right, also Pyrrhy.
Shuttle 5 Romeo, report your passing altitude.
Shuttle 5 Romeo, apologies sir, passing 2,300.
Shuttle 5 Romeo, not a problem, climb now, flight level -0.
Climb now, flight level 90, Shuttle 5 Romeo.
Easy 272 Bravo, welcome to Aldergrove. Next right on to Charlie, Lima, your parking stand number 12.
Right on to Charlie, Lima, and stand 12, easy 272 Bravo.
Easy 821 Bravo, clear for takeoff runway 25, Belfast Aldergrove, surface wind 320 degrees, 10 knots.
Clear for takeoff runway 25 for Easy 821 Bravo.
Right, lights are off, APU started, let's clean the aircraft up. Yeah, Christian, also from Pyrrhy, which is gorgeous, gorgeous scenery. It's like a Pyrrhy stream, this one, isn't it? Apart from Manchester, of course. Right, where did we say we were going? Lima and stand 12, right in the corner.
However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket.
And we'll get a turnaround ready for the flight back to Edinburgh.
Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today.
Christian, you've not flown to Belfast yet?
Never. Belmax 191, passing flight level 190 inbound Bob.
Shuttle 5 Romeo, you can contact London North now, he's on 133705, bye-bye.
133705, and thank you very much for your message, sir, Shuttle 5 Romeo.
No worries, thanks. Max 191, Aldergrove radar, good afternoon. It's information, Bravo, you can expect vectors for the Alice approach runway 25, turn right heading 325, descend flight level 70.
Information Bravo and board, experience KLS approach 25, turn right heading 320, and descend flight level 70, Belmax 191.
Easy, it's 2-1.
Say it again, thank you for the follow.
Passing 3000.
Easy 821 Bravo, thank you, climb now, flight level 150.
150 for Easy 821 Bravo.
That was quite a nice landing as well, that coming in with the crosswind. Seemed to decrab nicely. Turn those taxi lights off in a second. I think it's bright enough we don't need them.
Easy 821 Bravo, resume all navigation direct to Blaca.
Resume all navigation direct to Blaca for Easy 821 Bravo.
You look at views like this and you think, my word, flight simulation has really come on leaps and bounds, hasn't it?
Max 191, you can leave at Ipsit heading 320 degrees.
Turn right heading 330 degrees, Belmax 191.
Belmax 191, negative. Once you get to Ipsit, India, Papa, Sierra, Echo, Tango, leave that heading 320 degrees.
The left in Java Pass, Katanka, let's head 320 degrees, Max 191.
Hey, Tony. Nope, no failures at all. Perfect. My aircraft is fixed. Of course, I've now got to take it back to Edinburgh. So that is the plan. Right, parking brake is on. It has been 3 minutes. So, APU is running. Get a bit of bleed air going. Engine 1. Engine 2 shut down. Seatbelt signs off.
Cabin crew disarm doors.
And let's get deboarded. Lovely stuff. Right, they can do the... cabin crew are going to sort out our aircraft. We are going to sort out our next flight. Okay, so... guys, stick with us for the next 10 minutes or so. I'm just going to sort out the OFP for the next flight. Might even grab a drink as well for our next one. And then we're heading across the Irish Sea again, this time back to take this jet to Edinburgh, where it all started last night before we spewed out green hydraulic fluid. Okay, thanks for joining us, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, you guys get to enjoy the beautiful scenery and disembarkment as well from Perugia, which, yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous.
There's nothing further for you to minutes, so it's going to be Unicom 122 decimal 8.
Back in a few minutes, guys.
Unicom 122 decimal 8 for EC821, Bravo, bye-bye. Bye.
And Barry, I've just seen that little donation coming in there. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate all the support you give. It says a little double leg Tuesday appreciation post. Barry, thank you, mate. But yeah, stick with us for the next flight, won't you? See you soon.
And Blue Max 191, you've got about 40 track miles, descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1027.
Descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1027, Blue Max 191.
Degrees, cleared at descent altitude 2,500 feet, cleared at approach runway 25.
Tuna Fenix 280, descent 2,500 feet, cleared at approach runway 25, the max 191.
Max 191, clear to land runway 25, Belfast, Edinburgh, surface wind 330 degrees, 11 knots.
I'm going to back to think,
Alright guys, so back with you, ready for our next flight. Let's just get in. Did I put ground power on? I didn't. I'm burning fuel needlessly. That's terrible of me. Right, well let's shut all that lot down then. So let me just sort out the overhead as well. We are now obviously departing Aldergrove off to Edinburgh, and our new call sign for the next leg is 828 Charlie. Both of these real world flights as well, which I'm sure you're aware of anyway, but I thought I'd just let you know. Hey Chalty, good to see you on chat, mate. I hope you're doing well. I see our passengers are still deboarding. GSX used to bunch them all together, so the density was much greater than that. It meant things happened quicker, but never mind. Alright, let's check out the next operational flight plan. Just before I do that, I'm just going to clear the messages that we've received on here so that they don't get confused with older ones. So that's EasyJet Ops, no ADC, excellent. Telex, provisionally stand 12, yeah, didn't see that coming in, but that was fine. Arrival message, wonderful. Okay, so IRS, I've got 3 nav greens. Let's just check what the We'll check what the IRS in it is once we just import this all in. Let me grab the parking stand information. We're stand 12. See how that's doing. Where is the coordinates? Oh, there we go. So stand 12. Let's just fill all this in. Stand 12 should be 5439.7. 5439.7. Yeah, 612.9. Yeah, okay, cool. That's close enough. Okay, hopefully we're coming back. Just give us a little wave in the chat if you're there. Say Streamline's just been having an issue. I'm just going to double check that we haven't got any higher. No, we're off level 1904 all the way here. So you've missed nothing, guys. I've just been sorting that out. 190 minus 21. So any clouds around anti-ice are going to be on throughout. Let me just grab the winds. Elliot, thank you for letting me know that we are indeed back. Great stuff. A little wave from Christian Sav as well. Nolex as well. Right, departing 25. No SIDS, of course. Insert that. Edinburgh. Now this works perfectly for me. They're using ILS 6, which is great because that means that that's the quick get-in for us. It's almost directly in. Tons 1 Echo arrival. What veer does that bring us in at? No veer. I don't think it brings us in via Tala, does it? That's in the wrong direction, surely. Quick look. Yeah, it's not going to bring us in via Tala. Well, it does bring us in via Tala, but not as the initial approach fix, so insert that. And we'll just double check. Tala's already in there, then Tartan. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, a couple of discontinuities in there just because there's no standard instrument departure here, and same at the other end, really. So I shall leave the first one in there. The second one I will clear out. Okay, Radna face tuned to Belfast, that's fine. And then let's do our init B page. And we've already said we are fully loaded for this flight, so we're not going to be able to throw in any extra fuel. Now, are GSX going to actually be able to manage to load this aircraft? It might not do, you know, because of the way that it's already deboarding. So let's just, I'm just going to use Phoenix, and hopefully this will work. Okay, yeah, Phoenix is doing it. As we can see, it's already, it's boarding us. I think GSX, I'm not quite sure if... Can GSX do turnarounds? Do you want to deboard the crew? No. Definitely not. We're about to fly again. So yeah, we'll just leave. Oh, I don't know. It might be doing it now. Oh, I may have just messed this up. I might be boarding the aircraft twice. Oh well, never mind. Right, let me get the load sheet, which I'm hoping we've got. We might have got two of them. Yeah, there we are. So 0 fuel is 61. CFG is 31.2. And the takeoff CFG is 30.1. So alternate fuel, what's that going to be? The alternate is Glasgow. Again, it was Glasgow for this this flight we've just done. Alternate is a ton. Actually, no, it's not. It's 0.9. As we're fully loaded, we need to keep those fuel figures in line. And we're taking 4.1 tons, aren't we? So that's going to give us a takeoff weight of 64.9 tons. So I don't want arrivals, I want departures. It is dry, flaps 1, force toga no, anti-ice will be off, packs will be off, takeoff weight 649. That CFG is 30.1. Sync live weather and intersection, no intersection, full length. Send to the box just to be quick again. I've still got the school run to do in a bit. So 141, 141, 144, flex 50, and clean is 215. Okay, thrust reduction acceleration values, because it's noise abatement 1, I think, here. Nolex is out of the garden, Christian is about to go into the garden. Fair enough. You need a stronger Wi-Fi box, then you can listen to us in the garden. Oh, we've not got thrust reduction acceleration values here for Belfast. Huh, hang on a minute then. We'll have to check those. Can't believe they're not in SimSmart. Need to get that sorted. Runway 25 is 1268, 1268, 1268. Which is now going to be 1068 for the Orange Airline. Okay, and the engine out procedure here is standard 1800 feet left turn back to the Belfast VOR. And where we'll enter the hold 052 left turns. There we go. And then, of course, back to Belfast, if we've lost an engine, where we've just landed. This time we do use the Belfast vehicle because that's where we would be holding, so it would just make sense to. Check that looks correct. Yeah, straight out, hold at Belfast, and back in. Good. Okay, let's accept that. Clear that second load sheet out. Fine. Right, so I think I'm not sure whether GSX are playing ball because I mucked it up, didn't it? I started trying to board the aircraft before it was technically all deboarded. So people are still coming on board, though. That's the main thing. Alright, box is set up. I haven't actually been through the operational flight plan with you. I've been in bits and bats, but just so we're clear. We know we're underloaded, so I'm not taking any extra fuel. We know we're flying quite low today, flying 190. And then we've got about 4.1 tons of fuel. CNR 2 tons. Weather in Edinburgh is good. Don't think it's going to change much. No, light winds, good visibility, so yeah, no reason to think we shouldn't get into Edinburgh. There's the hop across the Irish Sea. No weather for this leg either, which is nice. We know there's no times at Aldergrove. Anything at Edinburgh today? Let's have a quick look. Standard instant departure for Tala. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, so I think it's all fine. No times or anything like that. So let's have a look at the charts then. And in fact, everything's set up. Let's consider this the actual brief then. So the departure brief for Edinburgh, we're obviously going to taxi off stand 12, facing south, taxi along Alpha, hold Alpha 1. It'll be a full length departure then. So the idea will be straight out, and then once we're above MSA 340, we'll expect to turn to Blackar. We're under ATC control actually, so ATC will probably give us that. If they don't, we'll do a right turn to Blackar. And then, yeah, just climbing up to our cruise, which is flight level 190. No speed restrictions, so it's nice and straightforward, this. Engine out procedure is standard, so again, just straight out, and then 1700 feet, push the level off, and then it is a right-hand turn back to the Belfast VOR. Correction, no it's not, it's a left-hand turn. Left-hand turn back to the Belfast VOR. Yeah, so threats and errors, not really much to talk about. We've got a bit of terrain to the south of the field, which we saw when we were coming in, but we're staying clear of that. The weather's nice, bit of a crosswind on departure as we've just had when we've landed, but again, nothing out of the ordinary. So it should be pretty plain sailing. Pardon the pun. Good. Let's contact ATC and get our departure then. Let's get the latest ATC information before we go anywhere. Runway use is 25. QNH is now changed 1026. And that's information Charlie.
Boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew, please leave the aircraft.
13312. Aldegoda River, good afternoon, Easy 828 Charlie, stand 12, A320, information Charlie, requesting Alpha clearance to Edinburgh. Did I put us on the right frequency? Oh, that's interesting. That's annoying. My V-pilot's not updating. 133125. Oh, it is now. Oh, how strange. Let's try that call again. Aldegrove Radar, good afternoon. Easy 828 Charlie, with you again, stand 12. Information Charlie, A320, requesting IFR clearance to Edinburgh.
Easy 828 Charlie, Aldergrove Radar, good afternoon. You cleared to Edinburgh via Blackar. Climb initially 5,000 feet, squawk 7536.
Cleared via Blackar, initial climb 5,000, squawk 7536, Easy 828 Charlie.
Easy 828 Charlie, correct. And quick question, can you accept intersection departure Bravo today, or will it be full length?
If you can just give us a minute, we'll check for you. Easy 828 Charlie.
Cheers.
I think as we're heavy, Bravo might have us a little short. I mean, that's 1.6. That, oh my god, does it tell us it can actually do that? Really? Flaps 1. Tell you what. Should we go flaps 3 Toga? It is Tuesday. Toga Tuesday. Well, why not? It might work, it might not. I mean, there's nothing there to say it won't work. Okay, so new speeds now in the box. 130, 136, 139. It's a flaps 3 departure, and it's a toga takeoff.
This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Oh, that is a good spot. The overhead is wrong. We're off to Edinburgh, not to Glasgow. Thanks, Brian, Paul. Toga departure. Easy 828 Charlie. That's a firm. We can take Bravo.
Easyjet Charlie, thank you. You can expect taxi instructions from Bravo when you're ready.
Roger, we'll give you a call shortly. Easy 828 Bravo. Correction, Easy 828 Charlie. Our last call time was 272 Bravo.
Too many Bravos being out.
Yeah, and his last call sign was 272 Bravo. Okie dokies. So, we'll get the APU started in a minute.
Alpha, welcome to Belfast City. Left on the Alpha.
So let's just go through the box, make sure we're good. So that's straight out on Blacker. Our initial runway track, because that's what we're going to be flying straight out, is 247. So we'll pre-select that. So we're heading out straight on runway track. Yeah, 247, then Blacker. Radnav's tuned to Belfast. 190 is going to be fine for us. 130, 136, 139, flaps 3, toga takeoff, noise abatement 2. And just waiting for that final load sheet. Secondary flight plan is all fine. And here is the final load. So, takeoff weight is 50.6. What? That's not right. That's not right. What's going on here? Let me just check this. It is definitely not 50.6. I think this is I think that's a bit of a mess up. Let me just see if I can get a new load sheet from the ground crew. They're still giving me duff information, 50.6 and 0 passengers. Nah, that's not right. Okay, I'm going to use the figures then off the iPad just here. So, 0 fuel weight is still increasing because we're still waiting for another 7 passengers. Yeah, I think it's because we tried to get the aircraft loaded using the GSX system, and the GSX system didn't want to play ball, so we'll ignore this load sheet and we'll use the iPad for our actual load sheet. Let's check some of the main things are right though. So, have we got the right fuel on board? We wanted 408, and that is what we've got. So fuel's on board and that's balanced, that's fine. I'm just waiting for all the passengers to come through and then we'll get our final load sheet. So start that APU up. Sounds like boarding's completed now. So yeah, we are nice and full. Boarding has indeed completed. Have they sent us another load sheet or not? That looks better. Takeoff weight is 64.7. That's fine. 176 passengers, 2 infants. Takeoff is 30.1. Spot on, so no LMCs. Okay, wait for that APU to kick in. Pumps can come on. Seatbelt signs on. Okay, suppose one of the other little threats then as we're doing that is now it's a very short taxi and it's a very short takeoff. I'm not sure I've taken off with this little runway. Performance says we can do it, so we're going for it. Hey, Anthony. Off-world, is it somewhat unusual just how few passengers that are boarding have rucksacks or cabin cases? It probably is on a low-cost airline, yes. Alright, so that's running. Perfect. Let's disconnect the external power. Give that another few seconds and get the bleed air on. And let's get GSX ready to push. Whilst doing that then, aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity is 4080 kilograms and balance. Seatbelt signs are on. It is got 3 nav greens. The bar of QNH is 1026, 260 feet. Grove, approach EZ828 Charlie, stand 12, ready for push and start.
EZ828 Charlie, stand number 12, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, EZ828 Charlie.
Check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Ooh, make sure we get the squawk in there. 7536.
Locking gear.
Lightning cloud, no, the takeoff weight, etc. is not in any way linked to our takeoff performance calculations. So, well, it is, but not that could cause an error. No, look, I'm not sure if it's 88. I'd need to double check the manuals. Nose left, facing south. Yeah.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, before start checklist, parking brakes are on. Takeoff data has been confirmed. Windows are closed. EFB is on flight mode. Doors closed, not armed, and beacon light is on. Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines are clear. Start at will.
Nose wheel steering's disconnected. Engine mode selection to ignition and starting engine 1.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross.
Won't be any single engine taxi for us today, will there? We might start the timer once engine 2's sorted though, because it is such a short taxi. We still need to give it 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320.
Mauricio, I think the aircraft you can actually see are part of the scenery. There might be some other VATSIM traffic here, but I think they're part of the scenery, these ones.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket, showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace.
Please set parking brakes.
There are 2 emergency exits.
Parking brakes
at the rear,
set.
4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting.
Engine 1 stabilised, starting engine 2.
Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened.
So we'll do flight control checks whilst we're stationary here,
It must be fastened when
as I don't want to be doing them whilst making this very short taxi to Bravo.
If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass
Take the
pin
life jacket
released.
from under your seat. Put it over your head.
Left
As
is
the
clear.
tapes around your
Right
waist,
is clear.
click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle.
Right, tug's disappearing.
If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also
Where's
provide
she gone?
communication aids
Are we going to run her over?
Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight.
There she is.
EasyJet.
Okay, engine 2 is stable. Antenna's not required, APU can come off. Spoilers, rudder, flaps 3. This is going to be an interesting takeoff. This is going to be a very interesting takeoff. Okay, and flight control check. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder. That's interesting. Why is the rudder not working? Huh. Not happy now. We have no movement of the rudder. Oh, come on, aircraft. Why on earth is the rudder... We're not going anywhere if I've not got a rudder working. Has something failed? I've got no ECAM message. Just going to quickly double check. Where's Dark Fury gone? Yeah, my MOC. I've got nothing, according to this, that's failed. We've got no... I've got no rudders. I can see me pressing them down here. Moving them left and right, however, seems to be making no difference. Let me check something. Oh, this is annoying. I don't have time for this. Yeah, so that's my left and right. It doesn't want to move. How strange. I've never had this happen before. You can see the rudder is moving now as I use the trim switch. So that's fine. Guys, our second flight might be going tech. I'm really sorry, but I won't have time to restart this before I have to jump on the school run. And Aldergrove, Easy 828 Charlie, we've got a flight control problem. We're alright to just wait here and troubleshoot?
Easy 828 Charlie, of course, no problem, just give me a shout when you're ready.
We'll go Easy 828 Charlie. Ah, man. There is a button down here, isn't there, which Phoenix brought in. I don't know if it actually affects it. Oh, hang on, that's the table. That's the table. Don't do that. Yeah, there's a click spot on the pedals, isn't there? But I can't actually remember how that works. Ah, there we go. I must have caught this by some reason. There we go. Oh, wow. Let's do that again. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral rudder, full right, full left, neutral. And the rudder is neutral. Oh, we're sorted. Have to start checklist. So anti-ice is off. ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim is 30.1 and rudder trim is neutral. And Delta Rover Z828 Charlie. We're okay and good. Ready for taxi.
Easyjet Charlie, taxi holding point Bravo, runway 25.
Holding point Bravo, runway 25, Easyjet Charlie. Wonder how I caught that button then at some point. Okay, so Toga takeoff, it's a flaps 3 takeoff as well. Engine out procedure is standard straight out. 1700 feet left turn back to Belfast VOR, hold 3000. That turn begins at 2500, and we're straight out. Noise abatement 2, initial climb 5000 on runway heading. Nolex, there's a button there which I don't have to use because I don't because I've actually got rudder pedals. I can't recall what it does. Only affects you if you don't have rudder pedals. Turns out it also affects you if you do have rudder pedals and you press it by mistake. Someone in the chat will be able to tell me what that is. Okay, so taxi checklist, flight controls have been checked. Flap setting is config 3.
It's 28 Charlie. After departure, it's going to be a right turn heading 355.
After departure, right turn heading 355. Easyjet Charlie.
Easyjet Charlie via Bravo. Clear for takeoff runway 25. Surface wind 320 degrees, 12 knots.
Via Bravo, clear takeoff runway 25. Easyjet Charlie. So just finish that checklist. So flight controls have been checked. Flap setting, we are config 3. FMAs, climb blue, heading green, 5000 blue, 1FD2. Radar and predictive wind shear are on. ECAM memo, we've got takeoff no blue, and EFB is stowed. Okay, approach path is clear. Let's line up. And of course it's been 3 minutes. It's been 7 minutes. School run is in 50 minutes. This flight is 40. Oh my god. Cost index 50, please. Okay, line up checklist. Cabin is secure. Takeoff runway via Bravo 25. TCAS T8RA. Packs 1 and 2 off. I'm leaving this turn as late as possible because I don't want to use up runway. In real life, I'm pretty certain this would never be done. Even though the takeoff performance calculator tells us we can do it. Okay, let's hold it there. So, takeoff. Hold it on the toe brakes, 50% M1. Here we toga go. Engine stable, set takeoff thrust. Man toga, SAS runway. $100 knots. V1. Rotate. Oh, that's a bit of crosswind. Positive climb, gear up. Maybe that was active sky coming into fruition. Thrust climb, open climb. Flaps 1. Autopilot 1 engaged. And FAP 0, spoilers disarmed. Luxora says you've seen it done in real life. Well, maybe, but we are very heavy today. So, right, we can now make the turn. We're above MSA, so that's at 355. Yes, I know. Anti-ice on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time.
Easy-828 Charlie, you of Little Face. What is your current passing altitude?
And Easy-828 Charlie, just reaching altitude 5,000.
Easy-828 Charlie, thank you. You can climb flexible 190 and resume navigation direct to Braga.
Flight level 190 and navigation to Blacker. Easy-828 Charlie. Let's climb, open climb, and 190 blue. Let's go direct Blacker.
And just access as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Cabin crews released. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not sure I'm going to get a chance to do it in this stream, but if I can, I'm going to put in what our takeoff weight was and the weather, etc., into the real takeoff performance calculator. See what data it spits out for Bravo. See if we could actually do it. Elliot's got to go play Coldplay and people to the masses of Devon and pretend to enjoy it. Elliot, you can't say that. Some of your listeners, some of your devoted fans may be listening. Have a good one, Elliot, though. Thanks for joining us. Robin, is Active Sky worth it? Oh, that's really difficult. Really difficult to answer that question. I mean, I personally don't think it is, but others say that it is, so yeah. Pierce Brandy, do I have the hardware for an upper panel? No, I don't, no. Right, that's 10,000 feet, so let's get that off. Anti-ice isn't required. Clear out the Belfast VOR. 190, of course we know that's going to be fine. Cost index 0. Second flight plan, clear that out. Chris Hogg, good afternoon, sir. You join us on our second flight of the day. We're taking our aircraft yesterday, which we broke. We're taking it to, well, basically back to Edinburgh, but via Belfast. Should have some decent enough views today as well, given that it is quite low down our cruise altitude. Was it 190? Yeah, so not high at all on today's flight. Medin, are we still on low set? We never were, apparently. It just looked like it. Clearly, Ireland is just green. Very green. Mike, did we not get to France yet? No, Mike, we didn't. Oh, didn't you see us? Did you just see the start of the stream? Oh, it all went very wrong after that. As soon as you bailed out, Mike, everything hit the fan. Offworld says maybe we should just make our own minds up about Active Sky and not let others cloud judgment. Exactly. Watch videos, see tutorials, all that kind of stuff, and from that make up your own mind. That's basically what content creators do, isn't it? I know they have the power to influence. I really don't want to influence people, though. Not about that anyway. Maybe the Airbus is better than Boeing, but in terms of you know, software and such, if we can just sort of provide the details there, and then yeah, make up your own mind. Oh, Mike, so you saw the takeoff. Mike, you need to... Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for you then. You need to watch yesterday's stream after takeoff. Mads, do I think UK 2000's jersey is worth it? Again, Mads, that's probably not something I can say yay or nay to. There's a semi-decent freeware version of jersey available on flightsim.to. Depends how often you want to fly there, I guess. And we have Bonnie, Scotland in front of us. Speed Alt Star.
Easyjet Charlie, unfortunately there's nothing further for you at the minute, so it's going to be Unicorn 122.8. Have a good flight.
122.8. Thank you for providing ATC this afternoon. Easyjet Charlie. Bye bye.
See you.
And speed out cruise. Lovely jubbly. So, all green, 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 green. It's a bit like Ireland, isn't it? 4.1 tons of fuel. Yeah, that's fine. APU's off. It's fine. Fine. Brake temperatures are fine. Yeah, everything's working. All systems normal. Nolex, were you not here last night on the Jersey stream? Wasn't it a Jersey stream? On our flight to Nice. Oh, Nolex. Yeah, you've got some catching up to do. Right, so let's see what's occurring then. I want to just check the route that we've got in here. Make sure that this looks accurate. Yeah. Radnav page, uniform whiskey. I just know this from last night because we were there last night. We'll get that in there. Progress page, Echo Golf, Papa Hotel, runway 06 is the plan. Cost index can come back up to 4 now. So we're going to be landing at 63.6 tons. 63.6. Let's call it 64 tons for our landing weight. We'll do a landing calculation in a moment. second flight plan, copy the active, and we'll get the weather then for Edinburgh. So, where are you? So landing runway 6, just get the latest METAR, which we can see there. It's not raining, so we don't have to do the medium poor runway condition code calculation. Landing weight 64 tons. Flap 3. Actually, this is a 2-knot tailwind. Are they still using 06? I'm going to have to quick check now. I don't think there's any air traffic control online, so oh, ground is online. Runway, they're using runway 24. Okay. Damn, that's going to add some time. Runway 24 then, flaps 3, auto brake low. Yeah, we can get in. Rolling to the end's not a bad thing anyway. Okay. So 320 at 5, visibility is great, scattered 4-4, QNH is 1024. And that's information Oscar current. Let's fill in the perf page then. 1024. Temperature is 12 degrees. Winds 320 at 5. Config 3 for landing. Where's the chart? Minimums are 300. Okay, need to decelerate already. We're already at top of climb. Sort that in a moment. We are going to add some more track miles though now. So it is now going to be arrival 24. Same arrival, coming in via Tower. Insert. There we go. And that is our arrival. That looks like a bit of a mess. Let me get rid of that. Clean that flight plan up. There we are. Okay, right, down we go. We'll head down flight level flight level 90. We are high, so thrust idle, open descent, 90 blue. Say QNH there is 1024. Already on the way down. Told you it'd be a very short flight, this one. Keep an eye on our performance. We are at our progress. We're 2,000 feet above the profile. So let's pull speed, wind that speed up, 290, and let's start getting down. Okay, so a quick brief. We know Edinburgh pretty well as well, so I'm not too concerned about a mega brief for this one. Keep it simple. So, we're coming in via Tartan, wants to be flight level 70 at Tartan. In fact, let's set that, so I'm just going to go flight level 70, there we are. And if we're 70 at Tartan, that works for us. I'm just going to check that constraint is in here, actually. Tartan flight level 70, yeah, that's perfect. looks like we're going to intercept the profile, in which case I'll pop that onto descent mode in a moment. Once we get to Tartan, then we are just going to follow the course that we've got in for an ILS approach, then on runway 24 now. The approach for the ILS 24, again straightforward, 3 degrees, little threat, bit of terrain to the south of the field. MSA as we're coming in is 3.9, so let's be aware of that. Missed approach is 3,000 straight ahead. So, threat and error management, again, not too much to talk about with regards to Edinburgh. It's nice and straightforward. So yeah, we can literally just follow the path straight in. Platform altitude's 3,000 feet. Beautiful view as we come in. Normal 3-degree approach, and then once we have landed, it's exit left at Bravo or Alpha and taxi to the ramp. No minimum approach speeds either that we'll need to stick to if no ATC around. Tartan marks at 230. We'll keep an eye on TCAS to see if there's actually anything there, but if not, we might just keep that above if we've got free speed. We shall just go through the box and make sure that that's filled in correctly. So flight plan is all correct. Yep, seen that. Radnav is tuned to uniform whiskey. Now we've changed runways, however, I'm now going to change that instead to Echo Delta November. As that is, if you have a look, that is actually on the approach, so that's that side in case we need to fly in anger. On our way down, runway 06, cost index 4, yeah. And then 1024, 12, 320, so light winds, VAP is 145. The minimums, let's get those popped in. I did mention, didn't I? It's 300. And it's config 3 landing. We've planned for a landing weight of 64 tons, and secondary flight plan is copied. Okay, let's push for managed descent, speed and descent. Keeping an eye on the time, so I'm keeping my speed up. Can't leave the kids waiting for us. Company messages come through. What's that? Stand 6 is the plan. And ground is on line 121755. Chris Shaw says, well, this won't keep me busy all afternoon instead of well, we've been here for a while now. We started off in Manchester, flew to Belfast, and now obviously coming into sunny, I think it's going to be sunny Scotland. Okay, speed's 250, just we're approaching 10,000 feet. Lights on. Turn those ones off though. In fact, it makes no difference. They only actually apply. They only come on the runway turn off light and the taxi light if the landing gear's out. Bestman, what sensitivity do I recommend for someone who doesn't use rudder pedals? Oh, I'm not sure I can answer that, I'm afraid, because I actually wouldn't know. someone else in the chat might be able to help you there. You know, to say Scotland gets a lot of rain, this doesn't look as green as Ireland did. It looks a lot browner. Hey Bombtech, good morning. Everything's working today. Did you think yesterday was fun? No, nothing's breaking. Not yet, anyway. And nor shall it. I have faith in my MOC.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Lovely, thank you. We should be landing in about 15 minutes. Okay, just keep an eye on our track mileage. Got 70 miles to run. Bombtech, you enjoyed it. He says, I know I probably didn't. To be honest, Bombtech, when it happened, to have something like that sort of like happen live on stream, it's interesting because I know that it's out of the ordinary. It's not what we expect, which is just as it can be in real life. That's the reason why I really like flying the Fenix A320, because daft things like that can happen.
We will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blinds open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines which you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
Right, what time is it here? 14:42. That gives me about 30 minutes for the school run. This may be a land, park and run, guys, so I apologise if I have to shoot off as soon as we've touched down. But I do hope you've enjoyed our stream this afternoon. If you have, then please don't forget to leave a like. Looks rather windy down there. They're spinning at a fine old rate. Richard didn't realise I was still scared. Hey, in my head, definitely. Okay, just slowing down that rate of descent, 200. So we started the descent, we carried on the descent, we then had to add track miles because they did a runway change, which is why we're a little bit low on our profile. So, just amending that now. And for any other traffic that's in the vicinity, Edinburgh traffic easy 828. Charlie is now overhead Tala at flight level 76, inbound for the ILS approach runway 24. Edinburgh traffic. Yeah, Bing data is definitely on, isn't it? It wouldn't look this good if it wasn't. Oh, Christopher Shaw, another channel stalwart that managed to miss all the fun and games yesterday. Yeah, you definitely need to watch that, Christopher. It wasn't a normal flight. Aimbog 12, which scenery do I recommend in the UK? If you want to do the big international flights, then I would recommend Inabild's Heathrow. If you prefer low-cost flights, then Manchester. If you want regional domestic flights, then I would recommend Edinburgh or Belfast or Manchester, Leeds Bradford, and if you want cargo flights, I would recommend East Midlands. I hope there's enough choice there for you. That just leads me nicely into another shameless plug, that if you are looking to grab any airports and you get them from Inabuilds, then using the link in the channel description or at the top of the chat, of course, supports us at the same time as helping you get some great scenery. Mike says all of them, and Christopher Shaw says East Midlands and Manchester are two of his favourites, and they're both very close to each other, Christopher, aren't they? Not going to fly much between the two of those. I forgot who it was posting in the chat on our Discord server about the British Airways flight that ended up holding, and did it have to divert or return because its weather radar stopped working? And people were asking, well, why would you stop because of the weather radar's not working? Now, I don't know about the 380, I don't have documents for a 380, but something that size, if your weather radar's knackered, then it can't predict things like wind shear, for example. And if you're flying somewhere that's got wind shear reported, the last thing you want is a wind shear that you're not prepared for in an A380, because that is a big aeroplane to have to try and sort out. So that might be that might be one reason that I could come up with as to why it needed to sort of hold and divert, or maybe hold until the wind shear threat had passed. Let's get anti-ice on. I'll activate that approach phase then, so that's done. And we're going to start getting down to the platform altitude for the approach, which is 3,000 feet. So thrust idle, open descent, and 3,000 blue. Let's start slowing down then, so manage the speed. Another company message seems to have just come through, so let me just clear that off, see what that is. Easy ops, no ADC required. That means we've been on time for all our flights today. Fantastic. LB, good afternoon. You had a lovely early morning report time of 5:20 AM. Yeah, but that's sunrise. Hopefully that was nice. Offworld says have a decent descent. Very clever. So I'm going to use VS mode now. I've just popped a 9-mile radius ring around our approach path. 3,000 feet there. We'll pick up the glide slope and ILS together. Mike says flight sim is an expensive hobby. It can be, yeah, it can be. I mean, you could enjoy Microsoft Flight Simulator out of the box, no add-ons, nothing like that, with just a joystick. and a joystick with some sort of thrust lever calibration and some buttons to bind for flaps and such. Because I think that's how most of us probably started. We certainly didn't buy add-ons. I can't even... I'm trying to think of any sort of add-ons that I had. You know, I think I slowly started to get into the world of Orbex add-ons when FSX was around, but prior to that, there was nothing. I think my first add-on airport that I ever got, which might have been for something like Flight Sim 2000, was Stuttgart Airport, and I've no idea where that came from. Tony says taxiing is a nightmare at default airports. It will be interesting to see what FS 2024 brings out. Anthony says turn off the engine anti-ice. Well, we were just going through a cloud layer. Have we warmed up a little bit? We're still in icing range, and I'm still going through just the tops of this cloud layer, so I'm happy to leave it on for a minute or two more. Okay, the approach checklist then. So BARF QNH 1024 is set. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums 300. Auto brake low. Have I put that on? Yes. And EFB stowed. LB Shush, I don't think I've ever played or could ever play a flight simulator with an Xbox controller. But fair play to anyone that can. Alright, flaps 1, speeds checked. That's flaps 1. Speed 180. And we'll arm the approach now as well. So, alt glide slope, lock blue, cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. We're VS 400 at the minute. Hakan says he started with a flight simulator in green and black. Wow. Mbogs says, don't know how my sim is that smooth with an RTX 3060 and no crashes. Not only that, it is streaming as well. It's the same PC that's streaming, so it holds up nicely. Da Vinci shared cockpit in the Phoenix would be amazing. Can you imagine abnormal situations? Yeah, do some abnormal ops with that. Yeah, it would be awesome, wouldn't it? It does work to a certain extent. Okay, let's just increase that VS rate a little bit. Just get on with that glide slope, but it's looking like we're getting a nice intercept here. Which means we've got a nice CDA. Captain B rating with a party of 5 over on Twitch. Guys, welcome you join us just for the exciting part of the flight. That is, of course, the landing. Christopher, if I did a shared cockpit with HD, I'd be ruined. Oh, my aircraft would probably be on fire. He'd do everything he could. Yeah, just keep tweaking that VS just to try and get a nice... I want to try and get a full house. Glide slope, lock star. GGGamer96, thank you for the follow. Water looks nice and calm down there, doesn't it? So, winds are reported not to be exactly blustery. That's Alt Star. Christopher Shaw Nightbot's yelling at you. Right, a gorgeous view of the Forth Bridge as well. Come on, full house. We've got this nailed, I think. Glide slope star, lock star in one. And flaps 2, speeds checked. Flaps 2. There you go, full house. Glide slope, lock star. Missed approach altitude 3,000 feet is set. Edinburgh traffic easy 828, Charlie established, ILS runway 24, 8 mile final. Stephen Dixon is active. Skyworth buying. Do you know what? I think you're better off asking people that have bought it and used it a lot. I'm using it now just for the turbulence, basically settings. I've seen a little bit, but not loads. But then again, it's not been a particularly turbulent time at the moment over the UK. So obviously we heard radio altimeter is alive. Just rebrief the go around. It's essentially straight out, climb 3000, follow ATC. Alright, 6 miles, gear down, spoilers, manage the speed, flaps 3, speed's checked. Get those off now. Right, second landing of the day. Landing checklist. Cabin secured, go around altitude 3000, eco memo. Landing, no blue. Watch that tailwind for spinning around a little bit from the, so it's coming more from sort of this side, the front right. Autopilot off, 5 control. My aeroplane. Scopty, this is our second flight of the day. Just got a bit high there. Let's get this nose back down. There we are, 2 whites, 2 reds. Stable.
Above. Minimum.
Continue. It's got 3 reds there. Just keep that targeted right.
Wide slope.
40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Ooh, bit of a bounce. Okay, so we've got spoilers, reverse, decel. Idle thrust, manual brakes. I think that bounced a little bit, felt like it. Check the replay in a moment. Brian May, welcome back to membership. Appreciate the support, my friend. Right, APU started. And this is where we began last night, if you were with us last night. So we've come full circle, which I really do like doing. When the channel first started, this is what we used to do. We used to literally take off from where we were last landed, and it's been great to do that again.
You remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic
Right,
devices
let
for
me
medical
just sort out where we're going.
may now be used. Please make
Edinburgh ground, good afternoon, Easy828 Charlie on Alpha.
in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead.
Easy828 Charlie, Edinburgh ground, good afternoon, taxi stand 6 via Alpha, Echo and Foxtrot.
Not permitted until you
Stand 6 via Alpha Echo and Foxtrot, Easy828 Charlie.
On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter or Easyjet app.
Edinburgh grounds, Butter 12, ready for taxi.
Butter 12, hold position, you're going to have traffic coming in the opposite direction.
Yeah, hold position, Butter 12.
We will check out the replay and see what that was like. If you are on your way out though, then thank you so much for spending the last 3 hours with us. And yeah, please hit like as you deplane. That would be most appreciative. Mark, am I enjoying active sky again?
Easy 519 from Tango ready taxi.
I'm still struggling to get the best out of it, I think, at the minute.
Uniform Tango, taxi runway 06, holding point Alpha 1 via Golf, Lima and Alpha.
Golf Lima Alpha, Alpha 106, Easy 519 from Tango.
Ryanair Uniform Mike, also ready taxi.
Ryanair 8 Uniform Mike, taxi runway 06, holding point Alpha 1 via Golf, Lima and Alpha.
Golf Leaf Alpha 106, easy, correction Ryanair Uniform Mike.
I think I'm just using active sky at the minute with
Butter 12,
the turbulence only.
A320 passes from in front to your left. Taxi runway 06, holding point Alpha 1 via Foxtrot, Echo and Alpha.
After the Easyjet coming across my left, 06, holding point Alpha 1 via Foxtrot Echo and...
I don't want to be presumptuous, but if that is a female pilot on the sim and on VATSIM, that is awesome. We don't hear enough of them. Elspeth says, heard lots of females recently. That is, I mean, that's good. I'm definitely flying in the wrong part of the world then. I don't hear enough. Flying Walnut. Sasha, is that you? I've just turned in front of. That is brilliant. Oh, I hope our paths cross again. I love hearing female pilots because there's lots more of them around now. And I do think Flight Sim is, because it's a game, maybe, I don't know. I shouldn't say it's a game, should I? I'll get lynched for that, but... Well, hopefully I didn't keep you waiting too long, Sasha. Right, parking brake is on, and hey, we've got an OK there. It's not often I see that. Parking brake is on. I'm not going to shut everything down because we're going to have a look at the replay, so we will just leave everything running for now. Before we do that, I obviously have to come off the VATSIM network. So I'm going to have a wave goodbye to Sasha. Oh, she's gone. Over there somewhere. So yeah, just have to disconnect off VATSIM before we run the replay. But guys, welcome to Edinburgh. We're back here after last night's fun and games. Plane is back home. Yeah, so let's have a look at the landing. Did it bounce? Did it bounce? Let's find out. I think it did. I think there's a little bounce. Or certainly we landed on one wheel before the other, which a bit of a D-crab, so it's not entirely unexpected. Oh.
Too low, terrain.
Let's head outside and find out.
Too low, terrain.
L. Smith, I am using Sky Dolly for the replay. So let's see what happened. Let's just come down so I can see the wheels touch. Actually, it didn't look like that. Didn't look like a bounce to me. No, I don't think so. Didn't plant itself down as well as it could have done, but I don't think it bounced. Hang on. We'll get a second opinion. Oh, no, it did bounce. Yeah. Right wheel stayed planted. Left wheel bounced. Oh, well. Who cares? It was a safe landing. That's all that matters. Well then, guys, that is us done for the day. Thank you so much for your company this afternoon. I now have to shoot for our school run. But until next time, I hope you all have a great. Hope you all have a great day. And for those of you as well during our stream today who have donated, contributed, supported, etc. Once again, just to say a huge thanks for helping me be able to put as much time into this as we can. And of course, our Easyjet Sim Pilot channel members, as always, absolutely stunning support. Thank you so much, guys. Right. Our next live stream will, of course, be posted on our Discord server. Get in there if you're not already in there, and I shall see you on our next flights. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching, and if you didn't see yesterday's stream, make sure you check that one out. Good night, everyone.
Too low.